Hey, welcome back to this week's DropTenn Fitness Challenge. We're into the 4th week now, and I don't know if you've ever heard the saying it takes 28 days to make or break a habit. The jury's still out as to whether or not that's fact or whether it's myth, but either way, we can take a little bit of leeway with that and just assume that there is some truth in it. We all know if you're trying to get rid of a bad habit such as eating too much or drinking too much or quitting smoking, it's going to be a challenge to overcome that obstacle. And even with making a good habit such as putting more fitness activities into your daily routine or your weekly routine, consistency is the key. So if you've planned out on your journal that you're going to go out 3 or 4 times a week, then being consistent is the key. You don't want to miss those workouts because you want to reinforce that habit. And as the weeks and months go by, your body and your brain especially will adapt to that, and it'll become second nature. Endorphins kick in, which cause a nice state of relaxation, euphoria. All the positive feel-good aspects kick in from being active and staying fit. So get out there and be consistent, and before you know it, it will become a habit, and you won't have to think about it as much. It'll just happen. So now's kind of the crunch time, whether or not we can make or break that 28-day rule. Let's make it a fact rather than a myth. So with that in mind, here's a little tip. If you're struggling, and we all occasionally struggle to get out and get our planned fitness day in, there's an approach I like to take, which I call the 0 to 5. It's just a no pressure type of approach. Myself, I have days occasionally where I get up and I just don't feel like going out for my daily run or my daily walk or biking or whatever I had planned that day. So maybe I would rather just sit on the couch or stay in bed, or I just don't feel like going. Maybe the weather's crappy out. So on those days, what I tell myself is, you know what? I'm just going to go out the door for as far as the sidewalk or up to 5 minutes, and we'll see where it takes me. So I'll get dressed and I'll plan out the ritual like I normally would. If I'm going biking or running, I'll get on my exercise gear. With that in mind, no pressure, no commitment. I'm just going to go out the door and see what happens. 99% of the time, once you get outside and you start walking along, or even just standing still out on the sidewalk, and you feel the breeze on your skin and maybe the warmth of the sun, or depending on what the weather's like, you start to feel relaxed, and the pressure comes off. And then you start going for a short walk or a short run, and before you know it, even if you don't go as far as you had originally intended, you're out there and you're being active, and you feel good about it. So the next time you're struggling to get out the door, just keep that in mind. You're only going to just go out the door, maybe down the block, half a block, for a short 1 or 2 minute walk, and see where that takes you. You might end up having one of the best fitness workouts of the month. Now we're going to leave you with a little motivational tip. It always seems impossible until it's done. That quote is from South African political leader Nelson Mandela. So keep that in mind. Things always seem impossible. They always seem out of your reach until you've done it. And once you've reached that milestone, it becomes fact, and your brain clicks into that, and it remembers it for a lifetime. So happy trails, have fun, and have a good day.